I'm Yuri.
We're going for a drive.
'23 RAM ProMaster.
2500 with no launch control, no traction. We're gonna launch it now. This kind of sounds like your Prowler.
You like that?
Yeah, dude, it's not bad. Horsepower and torque.
276 horsepower, 250 pound-feet of torque from a 3.6 liter Pentastar motor, front wheel drive only. That's what makes the RAM ProMaster different than the Ford Transit or the Mercedes Sprinter. And yo, shout out all the van camper people, all the contractors. I got us this ProMaster to review because I love all kinds of cars, not just normal cars. And here we are with Jacob driving First time driving it. You don't know anything about this.
Full disclosure, this is literally the first time I've ever launched this, I've ever driven this, because I wanted it to be authentic on camera. Yuri knows everything about this. I'm going to ask him everything about this because I know nothing about this.
So
I want to be surprised by everything.
My family is contractors. They've been Sprinter life forever, woodworking contractors.
No RAM life, ProMaster life?
No, so I want to dig into this. I had questions for them, but first let's start it off with a Cliche corner. Let's see how this handles.
Traction off, bro.
Because even though this is this big cargo truck or whatever, we review every car the same, and that's why you should subscribe to our channel.
Definitely subscribe if we're still here at the end of this Cliche corner send. This is terrifying.
I haven't done it yet,
dude.
so I'm
That torsion beam out there is doing me no favors. Neither is the height of this. Actually terrifying to drive that at the rate that I was driving it, and
it's fully empty.
Yes, and I have traction off. I pressed it multiple times before it didn't go into traction. What's going on here, Yuri? I'm used to Hellcats from this company. I looked at the key fob. It's the same as every other Hellcat I've driven.
Okay, so since this is front wheel drive only, this is based off a Fiat Ducato, which has been around forever.
A Fiat Ducato?
Because old Ducato.
Okay.
So old Stellantis FCA stuff used to be Sprinter van based off Mercedes.
Yes.
So this is not a Ram.
Okay.
Even though it says Ram at the front.
So this is not the Ram 2500 HD truck equivalent of a Sprinter van.
No, and a 1500, 2500, 3500, it's the same payload and towing capacity throughout all of them, which is 6,910 pounds towing and 4,680 pounds of payload. And then subtract the amount of weight that the extension or seats take up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly which number I gave, but it's something around that.
And all of those different versions have the same engine in them?
Yes, with a 9-speed transmission.
So what you're saying is there's no Hellcat version of this?
No, unfortunately, but whatever. And then this is a special version because it's the first of all the vans, Sprinter, Transit, or ProMaster, that has a second row, full second row.
Okay.
So this is meant for carrying crews with your stuff.
And I actually fit back there very, very comfortably.
Do you have headroom?
Lots of headroom, except when I try to stand up. I shouldn't stand back there. But we'll get to the back later where I can stand up. And then there's a bunch of water bottle or cup holders back there.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
3 levels of them in the back.
3 levels of cup holder here, 3 cup holders here, big pockets in your doors for cup holders.
Yeah.
It is very, very good.
What about dart capacity?
Honestly, a little bit bad because it's so sloped down. Like, you just can't put smokes and stuff on the front. I mean, there's good room for smokes here.
Yeah, tons of places to store receipts, pens,
ashes. This
ashes.
is pretty good for receipts, but it might screw up some air. I asked my contractor stepdad, I'm like, where are you gonna put the receipts? He's like, you got to have room for receipts. He's got the thick Ukrainian accent. And then I showed, he's like, does it have a compartment above, up top? I don't know why it sounds French Canadian. It's very Ukrainian, trust me.
Yeah.
And this up here is all empty. He's like, yeah, okay, put receipts there, it's good.
Okay, that makes sense. I just want to talk about what this feels like to drive just quickly.
Yeah,
because,
of course.
Okay, so first of all, I'm sitting at the front of the car. There's no engine in front of me. I feel like I'm driving a windshield, which is pretty cool.
Well, the engine is in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not under me.
You're not sitting on it like an old Econoline.
Right. So
or whatever.
visibility is fantastic.
It is, but when you're looking right, this actually takes up this
It
pillar.
does actually,
yeah.
Okay.
But you do have it's very minimal.
And then my gauges are actually hilarious. My tachometer is just a bunch of lights.
Yeah, but it is full digital in the middle. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, flooring it. I'm waiting. You get like basically 500 RPM increments of dots.
And you can tell it's not fully Dodge. That part is Fiat because the numbers in the middle don't show every single digit. It skips where a Dodge would show 71, 72, 73, 74, no matter how fast you accelerate.
And then the steering wheel is basically made out of the same material as the floor and every other plastic in this vehicle.
Tilt and telescopic or just telescopic?
I don't know.
I know. I'm trying to get. I want you to experience.
Nothing's moving right now. Is it because I'm driving?
It's just telescopic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No tilt that I could discover.
I already had it maxed out.
Are you ecstatically excited about your regular shifter?
I wouldn't say ecstatically, but I'd say I would like it. And we can also manually shift this, so I'm just going to put this into, I don't know what gear. There. Oh, it shows me right there.
Up for down, down for up.
Okay, first gear. Floor it. So it's a gear limiter, and
don't break the truck. Don't break the truck. I'll get in trouble.
Not gonna break.
I don't know anything.
You know how many Amazon deliveries people have gotten thanks to these things?
Okay, back to this only being one motor. They are supposed to release an electric version in late 2023, which is now. And this is like the refresh because it was the same up until 2014 and so much uglier.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that I noticed from the front end is these beautiful LED headlights, not even halogens. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, you can get halogens, but that's like the upgraded stuff. There are so many packages that I can't even get into all of them, but looks-wise, we got a bunch of different paint colors. The brightest being orange. I guess they were just ready for Home Depot or whatever.
Hell yeah.
This is a cool color, black or whatever. You can barely tell that we've got windows on the sides and the back because they're polycarbonate and they blend in nicely, but you will notice that if it's white, and those windows on the side you do get with the back seat package, which is $8,000 Canadian-ish.
And I am slightly disappointed that this isn't full contractor spec white.
I know,
it's a little too nice and black.
But the contractor white one that they had, the 3500, which is cool, did not have this middle row. And like, we need gimmicks for our channel so that people watch this video. Yeah, so you can't drift this.
No. Rear-wheel drive one, like a Sprinter or what's the other one, Transit?
Looks first.
Okay, sorry.
Back end, okay, looks-wise, it's just normal.
Yes.
But like maybe not as pretty as a Ford Transit or a Sprinter.
Sure, but these headlights are pretty sick. However, these wheels, we've got blacked out wheels, which is unreal. They're not even steelies. What is going on here?
Yeah, alloys, there's 16s. You can get steelies, and the Continental recommended tire would be the Van Contact AS.
That makes sense.
You need to account for weight when you get to tires for this. So like,
that's right.
Not every passenger tire would work on this.
That's right. That's why there are light truck and SUV tires.
The turn
is fantastic. The steering radius is unbelievable.
That is one of the selling features of this car that they brag about. So the selling features are that this has class-leading cargo volume, class-leading turning radius, better standard interior cargo height, a better load floor, being able to fit more cargo between the wheels back there, and more width than all the other ones. And a lot of the camping guys like that because I think it's 73 inches wide, which is more than the other ones, and people can sleep fully sideways when they do camper conversions.
Shorter people. I don't fit.
I'm just okay, if you slept like this.
But I don't.
I'm just saying.
I don't sleep like a baby.
We'll get to camping stuff later.
I sleep like a corpse.
Back to this crew cab thing. Which kind of businesses would use this? Because I asked my stepdad, and he's like, this is cool, but he's like a woodworking contractor. He doesn't want to drive more people, right? He's already got a bench if he needs to drive 3 people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
He doesn't want to be a chauffeur.
I don't know what kind of people.
Okay.
SWAT team.
Yes.
SWAT team, 100% with bench seats in the back.
Kind of. Lawn maintenance, okay? So you get the lawnmowers in the back, you get the weed whackers, you get 5 guys.
Hold on a second. How do you get the lawnmowers in there?
I don't know, you get a custom ramp built or something. I'm sure there's stuff like that.
All right.
Low load floor. And then, have you ever seen a lawnmower group work?
Yeah.
They like 5 guys come out, there's like 2 lawnmowers, 3 weed whackers, in and out.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how I've seen them. They have a truck with a trailer.
Yeah, or just, okay. But this is an alternative. I don't know. And then catering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're onto something way more with that one than.
And I didn't come up with this myself. Okay. I saw a Ram sales guy talk about this in a video.
All right. Well, I came up with SWAT team myself, and that's pretty good.
That was good. Congrats.
Thank you. Or elevator mechanics.
You need more than one?
I don't know.
Maybe a family-run go-karting team.
Yes. A pit crew. That's the whole family.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the go-kart.
Yeah. This is definitely a mechanics go-kart thing. It's like
if you want to get
Kimi Räikkönen has one with his kid.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Yuri, I'm going to interrupt you with some driving.
Yeah. That's why you're in the driver's seat.
Suspension comfort. pretty good.
These?
Although it is unloaded right now. We do have leaf springs out back. We got that very little ground clearance torsion beam out back as well, which isn't helping with handling. But honestly, right now, it's pretty comfortable. If I was being driven as a passenger, or if I'm driving and my company owns this, I wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, and the ground clearance thing, this is front wheel drive only. So the overland campers, this is not on their list. They go Sprinter or they go for Transit for the all-wheel drive.
So then all that extra room back there to sleep doesn't really matter.
It does. Not everybody takes this.
Oh, sorry, overland.
Overland
Yeah,
camper.
you're right. Okay, just regular stealth camping in parking lots.
Winnebago has
Yeah.
a version of this
That makes sense.
that starts at 176,000 US. But that's not what this starts at.
No, I know that this is a lot cheaper. I just don't remember the exact price. Okay, steering, very, very light, like crazy light.
Appropriately.
Yes, for what I expect out of this thing. Handling, I already explained that. Not the greatest, but also not completely deadly.
How about the brakes?
Brakes are fine. And the adjustability of this seat is pretty crazy. So I've got this like pretty reclined right now. And if I pull these tabs, many different things happen. So I can go full back like this.
It's like a forward and back tilt
Yes.
instead of a traditional up, down, forward, back.
And then, there we go. So I can also
Yeah.
drive like this, which is, there we go. So
All right, up this hill, floor it.
it's not bad. Like, power-wise,
And that's unloaded. I'm
It-
sure with a full load, it might be a little trickier.
it feels like a minivan. Like
Yeah.
in a good way, because minivans are pretty quick.
Yeah, similar power to my Prowler.
Well, a lot more weight here, so I think
Yeah,
your
yeah.
Prowler is actually
But I'm saying
faster
the
than one thing.
6-cylinder,
Yeah.
front wheel drive layout, turn sideways.
Yeah.
Okay, and then with the seat, do you like the armrest?
I do, I love it. I'm super comfortable here. And then the one thing I will complain about is the steering wheel angle. So you see how it's like
It's like
tilted
it's like a bus, bro.
Exactly, which I kind of want it to be tilted back right now. But at the same time, I'm just kind of grabbing the bottom of this thing and just blasting around. So it's actually pretty fun.
Do you like looking through the mirrors while you're driving?
No.
I mean, do you like that you have a lot of mirror while
Yes.
driving? And they're all controlled electronically, which is cool. They fold in, but only with a button, not when you lock it.
I mean, that makes sense, but it's nice that they are electronically controlled. And let's get your electronically controlled brain in here so that you can start driving.
My brain will never be electronically controlled.
Okay, they're Elon Hyperlink or whatever, Brainlink, Brainwave, whatever it's called.
Brake boost.
Same. I do have to say that the engine noise in here is definitely pretty loud. It is authentically pumped in, I assume.
Yeah.
Because there's like there's no barrier between us and the engine really.
That was a fun little race, man.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah, dude.
Oh, it's
I
sketchy.
gotta put this down.
Okay, let's move to the stuff that people actually like about vans is the
Yes.
stuff in the back.
Okay.
So this one, because the crew has the partition, which means air will heat this part up, not heat up the back, which
Right.
is good.
Yeah. So the SWAT team in the back is gonna be colder than the one in the front.
The backs you can get are 10, 12, 13 and a half feet vans. And I'm not exactly sure all the lengths, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of different stuff. We got a key fob that will separately unlock the front or unlock the back.
That is nice.
However, they forgot that the back is actually the front here, so the back opens the side door as well. That's fine.
And we only have one sliding door.
And then our back doors, they'll open like 270 degrees all the way around, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
When we get in there, we have a normal height, high roof, and super high roof. So high roof is 6'4", and super high roof is 7'2".
So do we have the high roof?
High roof.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it just barely fits you.
Yes. So proving the actual thing that I am 6'1.5". There's
Yeah.
about half an inch of clearance above my head.
And then back there, what's cool is with this crew cab configuration, there is room underneath the footwell. So if you're sliding, I don't know, drywall sheets or whatever, you can slide stuff extra far under. You're not losing space because of that for certain things.
2x4s.
When my contractor stepdad and stepbrother redid my house when I got it, they took care of all that stuff with their Sprinter van.
All right.
And he was actually stoked on this. I thought he was going to hate on it because it's not rear-wheel drive, but then I realized only we want rear-wheel drive to drift. He's like, it's good. Sometimes no traction in the back because it's empty. This always has traction in winter. And I'm like, That's right.
Makes
I didn't
sense.
think about that. Not everyone wants to drift to work. They just want to get there and come home.
And then you don't have a drive shaft going to the back or anything. It's like simplified. I do have one more complaint now that I'm a passenger.
Yeah.
This is a little far.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
you
gotta
got-
like lean like this.
You got your actual armrest.
Do I have a second? No, but I don't
No.
have another.
Okay, whatever, man. Hi. If there's people in the back and I can't see, you know what's cool? Camera mirror for the back. Lots of cool tech.
That is nice.
Okay, visors. I haven't tested these out yet. Let's find out.
These are huge.
3, 2, 1. Fail. Okay, so that's probably Fiat and not Chrysler. 'Cause
Right.
Ram would have made that pass for
And
sure.
we'd have an extension as well.
This does not have a 360 camera in this. I think Uconnect 5 infotainment.
Oh, infotainment, let's go.
There are models with 360 cameras.
Okay.
And this has a pretty decent reverse camera, better than like old stuff, so that's nice.
Nice.
I could not get this one to make a beep when I was reversing. However, I read on the website that there is a beep option or a white noise reverse option.
Whoa.
I feel like you want Transavans to beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep, or at least make some kind of noise.
All the Amazon people that come to my house beep.
So this is the same infotainment that I had in the Wagoneer L. So this is new stuff, nice stuff. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wired wireless, USB-C, USB-A. This is an awesome infotainment, and it even updated on itself automatically while we had it.
This is the same as the new Maseratis.
Different skins, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, the fonts, the resolution, this is literally the same as the Maserati.
This is even capable of having built-in Wi-Fi and Amazon Alexa.
That's pretty wild. I mean, you got to get your packages from the drivers.
But this does not tell you what temperature is inside the car. It's just red or blue.
Yeah, okay, that's all right.
And you can get a lesser infotainment as well, which is probably full Fiat. I don't really know.
And then we still do have hard buttons for the climate,
Yeah.
which is, that's what you want, and it's something like this.
We got like full satellite radio. It's really good. Rewind, all that stuff. Speakers not the best.
No, they suck.
Yeah, maybe if we got the Macintosh system from the Wagoneer L, that would be cool, but I understand why we don't. And then to hold our phone, we got the RAM charger, which is awesome. Like, you know, it is a good system.
It's a very good placement and the name, but they also just came out with the actual RAM charger of RAM, so
Look, man,
now it's a
this,
little confusing.
This works. And then look at all these blank buttons. You know what other kind of features we can get?
Sorry, I was distracted by the HHR, hoping it was a panel version of the HHR.
You know what other features we can get in here?
A lot.
Heated windshields.
Oh, that would be nice.
This also has cruise control, right? You can get, apparently, adaptive cruise and lane centering.
Wow.
Think about that. Like, look, see these buttons missing for that?
Because it would probably have the good one where you just have to...
Maserati style,
yeah.
Wagoneer style, I think, but I don't know for sure because
Okay.
there are so many options. When I went to the website, you know, sometimes you like click on like a BMW and they'll be like a 4 Series.
Yeah.
You'll have like 5 different versions or 4 different versions you could click.
Or a Dodge Charger.
Yeah. You know how many this had?
No.
42! 42 starting things to build from.
That's insane.
But it makes sense because it's so specific in like the lengths, the 2500, 1500, and like the luxury trims that you start at.
When you say luxury, what exactly do you mean?
I think I mean creature comforts.
Okay.
It's like if you start at one,
So like heated seats. Can you get heated seats?
yeah, you can get heated seats, heated steering wheel. I'm pretty sure from that stuff you can upgrade to like leather seats. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what these seats are made of. They look like something you can pee and poo on,
Oh,
throw up on.
this is full city bus spec.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
good.
Like if you got a dusty old contractor, you had to drive home, you can get that dust off
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah. Some guy that stayed up at the casino until 3 a.m. and is up in the back of the van at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
puking.
ready to start cutting.
Yeah,
cutting wood.
exactly.
We don't do this anymore, but how amazing would this be for the box?
The
test?
box test. Oh
This
man.
would have been champions. Would have been champion.
Probably.
And before I talk about more features, okay, we got to go. Full cliche corner, San.
Oh God.
I feel like Mr. Beat here.
Yeah, exactly. A little tippy. And with that, let's take a listen to the outside. Big old V6 out front, out back.
Okay, this also can have perpendicular and parallel park assist.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, this is what these buttons are missing.
Wow.
There are a lot of weird features that this has. I guess probably because of the Uconnect system and like up here with like camera stuff. Like, it's pretty wild what they throw into a cargo van. I thought it would just be like a crappy U-Haul rental.
Yeah.
But it's so much more than that, except for, you know, these floor mats. They're not where I'd want them to be. And unfortunately, you know, TuxMat doesn't make one for them, but for your car, you could get TuxMats.
They definitely make some for the Ram 1500. Go to tuxmat.com/TheStraightPipes to see what they have for your car.
And funny enough, I guess it makes sense enough, you can find these on tsp.truecar.com.
Of course you can. It's still a car.
Car, truck, van.
Truck, van.
Van life.
It's a Ram.
Ram van. And with that, I think I'm pretty much out of stuff to say. Is there anything that you were super shocked by, surprised by, or are missing in this vehicle before we get to the price?
I mean, I'm kind of blown away by a lot of things, especially the options you can get. And the price of this, which we will get to soon, I wonder, because I actually didn't look this up and I don't remember, is this around the same price as a Chrysler Dodge Ram minivan?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
You can get this instead of a minivan.
Can you get full benches in the back? Every row in the back, just benches with seatbelts.
I don't know, and I'm not really sure. I don't think so.
Let's check with our British voice friend.
Looks like you'll need to hire a chap in the aftermarket to install some seats in the rear of that caravan for you.
Oh, there you have it.
Okay.
All right, so you ready for it?
Ready. Let's get to the price.
The RAM ProMaster 1500 starts at 52,490 Canadian.
That's pretty cheap.
And this one is spec'd out to 70,855 Canadian.
That is literally dirt cheap. I'm pretty sure you can get a Pacifica for more than that.
Yeah, and like considering like people buy like F-150s for like work stuff, which go over like $100,000. Like if you are down for like business, you're like, I don't need to have the coolest looking truck with the fanciest feature, King Ranch. You're like, I just need a bunch of room for stuff. Like this is pretty sweet. And I'm going to be using this for a trade show this weekend. So here's some shots of how well it worked, just loading up shelves and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this thing looks pretty aggressive. Blackout package, black wheels, black paint, black everything. It's a pretty mean looking truck.
But when you compare it to the Travato starting at 176 US, they make it look cooler because you know how the front is like blacked out?
Yeah.
They make that color matched.
Okay. I mean, it's color matched on ours because it's black.
Yeah, but I like
on a
gray.
white one, yeah.
So like you can go crazy with this.
Yeah,
And
of course.
So if you needed, well, I guess there's no, I don't even know what case. What do you like more? The looks of this, Mercedes Sprinter or Ford Transit?
Dude, whoever gets my Amazon packages to my house on time and doesn't smash them, that's
Yeah.
who wins. I literally don't care.
If you had to get a cargo van for I don't know what reason, would you be all right with front wheel drive?
Sure. I mean, I'd have to go with the Sprinter. Mercedes is now in my bloodline for some reason.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we need to compare other vans, maybe do all three vans, maybe van life stuff, review a Winnebago. What do you think, Jacob?
should we go overlanding? Our buddy Chris Howe has a Sprinter that is full camping spec. Should we drive that and compare it to other vehicles? Should we go camping? Hack some darts, tell some stories, get wasted.
Let us know in the comments below. What do you think of our van reviews?
Yeah, definitely let us know because this is pretty fun.
This is fun.
This is
Hopefully
crazy.
it gets some views because I want to do more.
Views.
Subscribe.